Welcome to Mobile by May. I'm Steve May, a residential realtor, a historic preservationist, and a licensed home builder in the state of Alabama. Please join us as we help to showcase all things Mobile, including preservation projects, real estate, Mobile history, and reimagining spaces with architectural salvage. If you're considering buying or selling, please give me a call. I'd love an opportunity to meet with you. You can call or email me below, and please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Hey y'all, we are doing official cheers here on 152 Chatham Street in Oakley Garden Historic District. Annie Allen and her son Mason, she's bought this lot. We are going to rebuild, we think, the oldest house in the city of Mobile, built in 1825, a raised Creole Cottage. And this is one of the original columns. This is a pilaster. You can see the ghost pattern here for where the railing was. And then look here on the side. Look at how it was serrated here where they cut it out. It's got the original nails.
Mason's holding one.
And how storybook is this, guys, that Annie has recently accepted a position with Executive Director of Historic Development Commission here in Mobile. And she's going to have what we think is the oldest house in the city on the 200-year anniversary, 2025.
Truly a dream.
That is just too much of a coincidence for it to be an accident. So
that is.
Cheers.
Cheers to dreams coming true and having
Absolutely.
wonderful, wonderful friends that are going to help me along the way.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
I've actually got some lanyard. I've got some awesome other cypress pocket doors. You're going to die when you see. I was going to use them in the old shell house.
Oh, I want to put some.
I think that'd be more appropriate in this house.
Between the front room and the.
You're going to die.
And the rest of the house. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
They're gorgeous. They're like 8 foot by 4 foot wide, 4-panel.
I mean, love a pocket door.
There's not another door I've ever seen in Mobile like this. Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm down here. Looks like a hot mess here. Part of this we were going to deconstruct anyway, but this is the remnants of the oldest house in the city of Mobile, 1825. And I thought it would be good to kind of document everything before we started deconstructing it. But it's basically entirely cypress framed. If you see this is all cypress wood. All of these beams. Look at this beam here. See how it's notched out all the way across? I mean, this is just amazing. Some of these walls, we're gonna save everything and catalog it when we try to put it back together. But it's got the original plaster walls. You see the wainscoting here? It's very simple. And I'm just blown away by some of the mortised wood that's in here. Like, look at this beam here. Look at this thing, how it's like a broad axe or something. It's been done all the way up and down the sides of this beam. This is like 12 by 12 or something. And look underneath. You've got all the cypress joists under here. What's really cool, the flooring is actually cypress as well. So it's so resistant to water rot that even though it looks like a hot mess, we're going to be able to save and redeem this material and resurrect it into something beautiful. I'm just so excited about this project. So just trying to document as much as possible. Ceilings obviously cannot be saved, but a lot of this will be. Hey y'all, Steve May with Mobile by May. I'm so excited to share with y'all potentially the oldest house in the city of Mobile. We're going to put back together over in Oakley Garden Historic District with the new owner, Annie Allen.
Hey y'all, my name is Annie Allen. I am just recently taken the position of the Deputy Director of Historic Development with the city of Mobile, where I oversee projects, all kind of development projects, historic preservation efforts within downtown historic Mobile. So this is very fitting. I'm very excited about this. So Steve, tell us about this mantle that's going to go into my house.
So you talk about serendipity, y'all. This will be the 200-year anniversary of this thing is 1825. And I am just in love with this mantle. It's a federal mantle. You can see how delicate this is. It's kind of like Adamesque influence, but we just don't have a lot of federal in Mobile, especially in a raised cottage like this. So it's really unique. And look at the scale of it. I mean, it's really large.
About 5'4", and it's leaning, and it's still coming up to,
Absolutely.
Height. And this this restrained kind of return on this, the profile of this molding is what gives it more of a federal, maybe late federal Adamesque appearance, which, like Steve said, you don't see as much of. You see more of the Greek Revival, neoclassic, and of course Victorian.
Exactly.
And of course the Craftsman. But this is really exciting because this does kind of represent a much earlier period.
So we're really saving history and building it back. It really is like a resurrection of this house because it's all dismantled and numbered and stacked. And the other cool part, it was originally attached to my house that I moved 5 years ago, and mine was a newer addition to this house. And now it's all coming back together, and it's all cypress framed, which, you know, the wooden pegs, the mortise and tenon. I just love that type of construction. The material, there's just no more of that virgin cypress anyway. And this is one of the original front doors to the home. And if you can see, it looks, some people refer to this as a cross and Bible door. This would be the cross, and this would be a book with the Bible being open. And so there's some superstition from back in the day where people felt like if you had a cross and Bible door on your front, that evil spirits could not enter the home. So that's really cool. It's also structurally very sound and strong with the 6 panel because the joinery and the way it's designed. But so there'll be 4 front doors, the way that we have this rendering designed on this front. And so there were more formal entrances, and then there were less formal. And so it's just a really unique, I think, type of architecture to the Gulf Coast.
It really is. It's very regional. It's a raised cottage, but it also, I haven't actually seen it all put together, but the renderings I've seen hints to maybe even a Mobile raised cottage, definitely a Creole style raised cottage. So it'll be exciting to see it all come together.
Kind of like we were talking about when we did the food, about all the influences culturally with our food. I think it's so amazing that here we are 200 years later, and we still have influences, Creole and French and Spanish, and a lot of people don't understand that, and I just get really excited about it.
It's like a house gumbo.
It's a house gumbo, exactly. It's a gumbo house. And then, you know, what else we're going to do is we've got some amazing pocket doors. We've got 2 of these pocket doors, which are cypress, which will be
excited about these.
they'll be look at the scale, which is the other cool part, right? It's just the scale of these houses. And I actually have a couple little architectural pieces. Sure, doesn't look, but here is one of the original cedar shakes of the roof, the original roof that they did. You can see the old nail holes. And then now only Annie and me would be excited about these kind of gifts. I know it doesn't frame it. But look at this. This was used for the framing of the house, and it even has the old square nails in it as well.
Like a brace, the top of the brace.
So correct.
Wow. That's
so
really, really neat.
You know, the craftsmanship in that time period, everything, of course, was manual. They had nothing automated. They did everything by hand, and everything was perfection. And here we are 200 years later.
Sound.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the beautiful part about the cypress is it's so resistant to bugs, and also it grows in water, so it's resistant to a lot of the termites and a lot of the rot that we have because we get 5 feet of rain in Mobile. So they were so smart the way they designed the house, the materials they used, having it up off the ground. And so I'm just overjoyed. This is a dream come true, I think, for both of us.
Absolutely.
To save this house, put it back together, put it in Oakley, right off Washington Square, probably the most picturesque square in the city.
Yeah.
And
it'll really be kind of an homage to local architecture, local craftsmanship, and local building practices. Definitely materials. So it's definitely a go local house.
It's going to be like a house museum.
Yes.
So we're
I could sell tickets.
Trying to absolutely we're trying to research some more on the house. There's just so much to go through, but I hope y'all can join us because we're going to show you the transformation of the whole. I've got thousands of old Mobile bricks and all the beams. I've got 29-foot cypress beams that are mortised out. I mean, these trees must have been ginormous for the lumber to be, and it even has cypress flooring, which I've never seen before.
It's going to be beautiful.
So I hope y'all can join us. It's going to be a fun ride, and we'll be really getting ramped up here in the fall. So looking forward to it. We're going to showcase some more of the material to the house that we're going to put back together. We're also going to talk about some of the construction methods that they used back then, which were so ingenious. And I wanted to have Annie share some more background about her understanding of architecture. She has so much information and knowledge about this type of material stuff.
Well, I studied building history at Cambridge University in the UK, And I have a master's of study in building history, and the program was designed with a collaboration between the school and Historic England. That was designed to create practitioners and not just academics, kind of a combination of both. So my concentration was in the English country house and vernacular architecture, which I think translates pretty well down south, especially along the eastern seaboard and in this area in Mobile, because the English country house was replicated and imitated over and over by colonials, and obviously we have a lot of French architecture here, but also doing the same thing. They were swapping styles and imitating each other. Also, of course, vernacular architecture we see a lot of here in typologies like the shotgun, the dog trot, and just the simple cottages that we have. But we did a lot of studying on the ground. So we would have lectures in the morning, but then when we get out and really study how construction practices evolved and the different methods used at different times. So that's kind of my background.
So it's an awesome serendipity here where all this is, like we talked about, kind of a gumbo, all this influence of history and culture and architecture, preservation is all coming together. And I mean, this is just perfection. So I wanted to show you, these are some of the old Mobile bricks that we're going to use. The house was actually 6 feet off the ground to help with circulation, ventilation, of air movement. And then I want you to look at the bottom of this railing. This is what they call a swallowtail cut. I don't know if you can see, this is a V cut on the top. So, and this is the top rail where it was mortised into. So it was like this, right? And then it came, so you have the spindles come down like this. But the great thing is, you know, we get over 5 feet of rain in Mobile. It's very rainy and very humid. Everybody knows your porches always are rotting. So they were so smart because the way they designed this, water cannot sit on it. It's first of all, it's cypress, so it's not going to rot. But then they don't have any flat surfaces. So I thought that was smart. And then you can look at how it's mortised out here, which is incredible how they did that with a chisel. I mean, it's perfection. So we're going to be able to rebuild that exactly perfectly. And then
it's not rotten.
It's exactly. And then you can see, matter of fact, let's just see this.
Does it fit?
There you go. It's the top rail. So that's so awesome. So we have the pattern of the rail. This is one of the original box columns. The capital is kind of, we're going to repair that. We have some others that we can mimic. But it's so cool to be able to put all this back together. And I'm telling y'all, man, this is a project of a lifetime. And many years, for 5 years, I've been wanting to get my hands on this house. And I'm so excited. Not only we're going to put the house back together, it's going to be for Annie, who appreciates it, understands it, loves history and architecture so much. And I'm
going to learn a lot from you as well.
I hope so. All mine's working knowledge. I just been taking houses apart and putting them back together. And so but yours is all trained professionally. So I think it's going to be a wonderful collaboration here.
Sure.
And then once we get on the inside, it's going to be epic. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you for listening to Mobile by May. Please make sure to leave us a review on the podcast platform. Share with your friends on social media. We love questions, so feel free to text us at 601-955-3490 or smay@samwinter.com. You can also follow Steve May on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.